in those difficult things that I had to write about was the problem of learning the mechanics of writing, along with the emotional part of it that I had to go through. Being honest, there was a time when the molestation wasn't going to be in the movie. And I had already told Todd Black about the molestation, and he was insisting that I put it in because, I wasn't the only person in the world who'd been molested. But it felt like I was all those years, and I was so ashamed of all the things that had happened, and not just the things that had happened, but the circumstances of my birth was always so difficult for me. And when the subject of writing my story seemed to be something that it was going to be real, I was going to have this opportunity to write my story. I didn't know where to begin because every part that I could think to begin it with, it was so painful to begin it with. So I had to clear my mind. I don't know what I did exactly, but it took me about 2 weeks to get ready to write that. And the fact that I didn't know the mechanics of writing a screenplay was cumbersome. Writing that, and Todd told me just to forget about the mechanics of screenwriting, just write from your heart, and we'll fix that later. So I wrote, and now I have scenes of dialogue that were like 5 pages long from one character. And then Todd told me, well, you can't have all these speeches, right? And then, Denzel came along, and the whole process of making a movie or making the screenplay a movie, like when you read the screenplay, you actually feel like it's a movie. I got that through Denzel and through Todd, but when Denzel came along, he would tell me things. Don't tell the actor what to do. Keep it simple and just write. Don't tell the director what to do. Keep it simple and just write. The director's going to do what he wants to do. So it made me free to just deal with my pain, and my job was just to be honest and use the talent that God gave me to let the pain come through, conduct through. You understand? And so it was hard for me, and I can remember wanting to not do it, and then I would think that Todd had gave me an opportunity, and I should not give up. And I've always gone through. I would always go through those things in my life. When I was homeless, thinking about giving up. Giving up meaning sticking up somebody, because some ways it's the easy way to get money, to buy food. And I talked myself out of those kinds of things. And ultimately, joining the Navy was a hard decision, but the best one for me. And that was when I started to feel successful. I think when I landed in boot camp and they got us all off the bus, and I was staying there, and I was thinking that I decided to do this, and it's for me. I kept saying that to myself, this is for me, I'm doing this for me. Even though it was difficult, I'm doing this for me. Writing the screenplay, going through all I had to do emotionally to get it down on paper, I'm doing this for me, I'm doing this for me. And it was for me. And then when the screenplay was out and people were saying how they enjoyed it, and when the movie came out, and letters would come, and people would say that it was their life and thank me for telling my story because it was their story too, and I feel like that my life has always had a bigger meaning than I ever suspected.